Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another very special episode. I'm your host Joe Man,
I'm Rush.
and this is this or that sports TV place. You guys come to get the best, most interesting, and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes, people, before we get into today's video, don't forget to like this one. Leave a comment under the video and subscribe to this or that sports TV. Please do one more thing for us.
Share the video to at least 10 people to ensure to get us just 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that'll get us by the end of the day, people?
One leap. What up, though? What up?
There, no father.
For all the reason you don't know have checking. No. People, make you know what I do in the comment section, man. 2023, well on the way, you know, Come like New Year just start, bro.
To you, Bertin.
No, it seems like it just started, but at the same time, April, bro. How are we at April? How do you going to feel?
So I have to take up a 95 and father. People, them not share the video, bro.
You see, you love 95 style.
Them not share the video, dog.
Jaja. You want to tell them what to do again?
Them not share to at least 6 people. To at least 10 people and get to at least 6 subscribers.
That is it.
If them there share the video, bro, it wouldn't be shared on time, my father.
Would have been 95. Can't manage 95 people. So if you don't want to there and just a good video, 3, 4, 5. Bro, can you see them share the video and never watch it? All 4 videos a day. You think I joke? People share the video, man. But yeah, we're here to talk some international football. In fact, we're here to talk about some our international football players. Keeping up with the Reggae boys. I threw a Reggae girl in there just because it would be unfair to speak about these guys and not give our star girl a piece I convo. So it's keeping up with the Reggae boys, and we're going to browse through a couple.
Bro, the greatest Jamaican footballer, my father.
Where is it? Say it again.
I say the greatest Jamaican footballer. Khadija Shaw.
Can't go around it.
Oh.
Before we get there, you don't say Khadija Shaw, I'm keeping up with the Reggae
because girl. I just, that the Reggae girl, my father, she a captain Jamaica, bro.
Say a word. Alright, so we could start with, and any player you have in mind that you want to bring up, just let me know. Let's start with Pinnock, bro. And I feel like right now, on the Reggae boy side, Pinnock is the best Reggae boy right now. In terms of form, and some people say in terms of even quality. But in terms of form, it's not debatable.
Yeah.
I said the man come back after injury, bro, and I feel like he definitely pick up where he left off last season.
You know, skip a beat.
And yeah, obviously we have a primary stats. Started 15 of 21 games. Just coming back and come on a couple subs. But yeah, started last 14 games with Brentford, 7 clean sheets. It's like a clean sheet in every other game where he start. And 2 goals.
Yeah.
2 goals in 14 games. So differently you can't bad. And I feel like Pinnock, man, is one that's going to be important for us in terms of the Reggae boys going forward. And don't sleep on what he does for Brentford. What do you think about Pinnock this season, what you expected and what he's doing in the Premier League?
You know, I can't say I expected anything less because that's exactly what we saw last season. We saw a solid, perennial Premier League defender. You know, we saw a player that would fit into any Premier League team that would start in more than half of them and be a understudy for every single other one. You know, Pinnock could make every single Premier League team. Every single one. You can't name 4 central defenders better than him on any team, not even at the highest level. And he starts on at least 10. You know, at least 10. Some may say even more than 10. So a solid defender, and you know, having him in our ranks is just it's unbelievable in a sense.
This one of the biggest. Obviously, we had Wes Morgan at the back end and whatever, but this is one of the biggest moves the JFF made. In terms of the last couple of years, bro, probably 10. This is a significant move. Obviously, you can put up there with the Mikel Antonis and those moves, where obviously we didn't know that they are going to play for Jamaica, and then somehow they played a couple games for Jamaica. This is a big move, and I feel like Pinnock definitely have 5, 6 more years in line for the Reggae boys. Let me say, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what is to come. But something that I saw for the Reggae boys that was kind of refreshing. Remember the long throw? That even caused some trouble against Mexico. Pinnock, he does that for.
Yeah, but it's a kind of refreshing, you know. That's not new to us.
No, but when we see
one of my favorite players, you know, when I was spoiled, would have come
fling
get
a
the
ball
and come throw that ball very far. So it's not unfamiliar.
It's definitely not unfamiliar. But I just mean right now something that I'm actively watching in the Premier League and seeing the star player and what he does for Brentford in the Premier League translating 100% for the Reggae boys is just so exciting. I just want to see some more at Ethan Pinnock. What we predicted for the season, because we did our preview for all the players in the Premier League and some other players. This is what I expected. This is kind of what we said would happen. This is not uncharacteristic for Ethan Pinnock, and he's one of the first names on the Brentford team sheet. And Brentford, one of those teams, pushing up the puck right now, definitely trying to break into the top half of the Premier League. And big deal business. Another player I want to talk about. By the way, people, let us know what do you think about Ethan Pinnock's season so far in the Premier League? And is Ethan Pinnock the best reggae boy right now? Would that be on form or just overall? Let us know. Is he the best reggae boy right now?
I can't help, and obviously.
What kind of conversation then? Let's do it.
Obviously, from where Ethan Pinnock is coming, I don't think a conference player, a national league player should be making Jamaica team. So you can't say, we should have Ethan Pinnock from at all that time, because he wasn't.
You can't say have him at 22.
Yeah, because at 22 he was not playing at any level of football that warranted a Jamaican call. But it's funny how life turns out, It's funny how life turns out with people sleeping on Russell because he plays in the. Well, people could say that's my. People could use that beat me with the JPL situation. But, Ethan Pinnock, had he been there since, since he got the move to Brentford a couple years before, maybe get him at 25, 26. Imagine how big of a program, how big of a part he'd be in the program. He already have over 20 games for Jamaica by this point, because he'll have been starting every single one. And that would have been the pair with Damian Lowe at that point.
Even at that point, there would be no issues getting Ethan Pinnock, because he's not like he's in the Premier League having hopes of playing for. At that point, he would have known that he's nowhere close on England and British call-up. And by the time he reach 27, 28, 29, it start look bleak for you. So we definitely could have get him from that time. But again, he never that jump onto nobody radar, and I don't think the JFF was even trying to find players like that.
Yeah.
It's more so people suggesting and the odd one pop up and we'll go for them. But it's not digging down England and finding them. Like how we can't say we'll find Russell right now. And some other players that are coming through, especially in the junior teams. Let's take a word for you right now. Yeah. I think right now, if nothing else, on form.
Has to be.
Talent, can have the conversation about Liam Bailey in terms of raw talent. We got just put in another vessel and say go play football.
Yeah.
We still think Liam Bailey have something to say about that. But in terms of who is playing the best football right now, and even for the country too. Because we see from him versus Mexico was a solid game. So Ethan Pinnock, the best reggae boy right now for me. People, let me know what you think. The next reggae boy we're going to move on to is Shaman Nichols, who the river kind of runs silent right now in terms of Shaman Nichols. It's the move that we expected a lot more from. I feel like the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, they kind of showed a league there in a little world with. I don't think they recover all now. But Shaman Nichols is struggling for game time, starting just 12 out of 21 games. And these stats are for the whole season. I only put up the primary stats because obviously we're not watching them week in, week out to break it down. But starting 12 games of 21, that's not where Shaman Nichols wants to be at 26 years old. You want to be starting week in, week out. You want to be playing every game. Obviously he's coming on, but even when he starts, I check the stats, he's getting subbed out. And he's not, the goals, 4 goals, 1 assist.
He was scoring so much goals in Belgium.
And even when he came over to...
But forget about Eastern Europe. He was scoring so much goals in Belgium. He was on the radar of a lot of top Belgian teams. I think, and we spoke about it. Just finish out the season with Charleroi, and evaluate your options in a long transfer window. Rather than making a hasty mid-season move, because we can see where hasty mid-season moves don't always pan out as they should. And I think this is an example of that. I think you should have tried to score 15, 17, 18, 19, 20 goals.
Bro, you could have gotten to the 20 mark.
Exactly.
The way he was scoring, bro, it was ridiculous. And it seemed that the league became a little bit too easy for him. And a lot of players have that step, that year, when it just works.
Even so, then let it be handled.
Yeah.
Like make a move.
Think it's a bad move?
Obviously, that's the only thing I could see it as, because you don't go to Russia to get exposure. You don't go to Russia as a stepping stone in a career. I think probably Moscow offered him the most money, and he jumped at that opportunity with open arms. But I can imagine how much more money you'd have had in the summertime had he scored 20 goals.
Just 6 months after the move.
Is it that he didn't back himself to go out and just continue playing in Belgium as he was?
Bro, it could be just a move for the family and knowing that I'm secure for a while. But if 6 months after, bro, what was interesting to me is 6 months after he signed that deal, he made the transfer to Sparta. There were rumors of him going to Galatasaray. Swirling around, and even the last transfer window, the same thing happened. So I'm wondering if they're thinking about offloading him, which I don't understand, because again, even that half a season that he did in Russia, it was a good return. He was scoring goals and getting assists. He was, even in the cup, I think in a cup final, they won a cup final. He started and finished the game. So I don't quite understand what is going on. Shawan Nichols is a player that I want to see right now at 26. Playing week in, week out at a very high level. And Russia is not a bad level, but if you're playing in Russia, you have to be starting week in, week out. Based on what I think Shaman Nichols have.
Yeah.
So maybe a move is coming soon. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy with what I'm getting right now. Shaman Nichols, more than halfway the season, you don't want to put 4 goals as a striker. If you're a top striker, you don't want to put 4 goals. So hopefully something turn. Hopefully something turn before the end of the season. And for me personally, hopefully Shaman Nichols get the out of Russia. Honestly. Go France, go Germany, France, Belgium, go England, somewhere. You get me? I say, I see players that come to England, bro. Shaman Nichols, he can play in Southampton or he can play somewhere. You get me? I say, I feel like that's not beyond him. MLS Virgin. Man, I want a world beat Virgin. And he's 26, so I don't think a time for that yet. But we'll get to some MLS players soon, bro.
When's the time for that yet?
I think a time for that yet, bro. I think Boyz want a world beat in Europe.
For the MLS come banging some goal, bro, and see if I can make back the trip go over the Atlantic, bro.
I think that's about I think. I think Boyz think Europa League. Champions League.
So him never there playing a team and they push for Europe.
And him go Spartak and I think they're playing a Europa League. If worse the Conference League. Which, yeah, obviously we support Arsenal and we know what the Conference League is. But playing in the Conference League is not a small thing to football. Not everybody get to do that.
Arsenal play in the Conference League?
No, we never play, but I say we know what it is and we don't run from it.
Oh, come here, I say which palm you did there?
No, man, we never
come here, say it did get that bad?
At Tottenham something that, man.
Yeah. Come here, say it never get that bad, bro. It never get that bad. Come on, bro.
Let's talk about Bobby Decordova-Reid.
Real gunman.
Bobby Reid, who I believe is having a good season. The stats, a lot of people probably say he's an attacker, so they want better stats. Starting 28 or 32 games, and this is all competition. That's really good. I say that's a week in, week out. I just 3 games in over start, awesome. And 4 games in over start, that's awesome. 1 assist, 4 goals. Wanted more, expected more. Maybe want around 12 goal contribution. I don't know if that happen in the next 7 games. I don't think you might get to that. But remember, Bobby Reid plays some right back. Bobby Reid plays some right wing back. Bobby Reid also play a lot in the attacking positions. How do you feel about Bobby Reid's season, and are these numbers lying in terms of his impact for Fulham?
I think he's a solid player for Fulham, but he's also a role player for Fulham. Let's not overstate it. Let's not try to compare him with the Mitrovic's and the Pereiras and the Reeds and and the Lennons and so on and so forth, who are star players for Fulham. He's not that. He's not a standout. He's not what Ethan Pinnock is for Brentford. I can tell you that. And he's not what Leon Bailey is meant to be for Aston Villa either. I can also tell you that, right? But Bobby Reid is a player that goes out and he gets his job done, and he does his part and he plays his role. And I think he's very much appreciated in Fulham, 100%. So, obviously you want to see more tangible contributions. But he always works hard and he's loved by the fans, he's loved by the coach.
Yeah.
He's often spoken about. And he comes up and he scores goals in important times. And I think Bobby Reid is a solid player, one of the best Jamaican players, but I think he's exactly what Fulham expects him to be, and I don't think he's disappointed this season.
No, not at all. I feel like Bobby Reid does what it says on the tin. You get what you get. And you're going to get that consistently, especially for Fulham. Bobby Reid is a solid player. I don't see much complaining, and he starts week in, week out.
Yeah.
They have the players that they expect the goals from. And he's one of those players that more so gets the team in good position more than finishing up the positions. A lot of times he's the hockey assist away. A lot of times he's the one putting the cross into the box and causing some chaos. He's the one you know, taking a shot and make sure we score the rebound. A lot of times you see that. You know, so Bobby Reid I feel like having a good season. Having a really good season. Full of comfortably stayed in the Premier League this year. We can say that before it even done. I just want 8-7 weeks left. Comfortably staying in the Premier League, and Bobby Reid definitely did his fair share to ensure that happened. Liam Bailey.
100%.
Liam Bailey. And a lot of people disappointed with Liam Bailey, and this is weird. Because people compare Bobby Reid to Liam Bailey, and I'm never show you something. Liam Bailey stats better than Bobby Reid stats. Liam Bailey played less games than Bobby Reid. What people have to tell you say Bobby Reid better, and they're disappointed with Liam Bailey, even though he have better stats than Bobby Reid, playing less games. If I get what I say, like, it's kind of weird. But Liam Bailey is just that we expect a bit more. Liam Bailey have what, 8 goal contributions right now.
Bro, man, listen to people in there, bro.
No, but we have to make them know sometimes.
Some argument me don't, bro, you can't compare Bobby Reid to Liam Bailey, bro. Come on, no, man.
Like 8 goal contribution in a little bit over halfway this, no, not even, in a 3 quarters of the season, it's poor for Liam Bailey.
Yeah,
Bobby Reid, that's a really good season.
No, we need 15 from Liam Bailey.
We need 15, and that's what we predict.
How people want to compare Bobby Reid to Liam Bailey?
And I feel like decent season, don't get me wrong. I watched a lot of Liam Bailey this year, and even though a lot of times he's not finishing off the chances that he gets, I feel like his goal contribution is terrible this season.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of good, taking a lot of shots, but just not quite, you know, put the ball into the back of the net. But still having a really good season.
Yeah, and we see him coming off of dead balls as well. You know, we're seeing them up with other options. Obviously, you know, you have the Luis and the Coutinhos who. You get me? I said them people, but normally, especially last season, Liam Bailey was on his fair share, and this season I didn't see him on as many as he normally is, and you know that has to go to his form and to his performances.
But we have to put in context. Remember, Gerrard was there for majority of the season, and that wasn't going well. I can tell you that much. He didn't know what he wanted to do with Liam Bailey. He sold all his wingers. You know, I heard Craig Butler said, and I double checked it, bro. Only I think Ramsey and Liam Bailey left. You know, so just those 2 players alone sold all the wingers, bro. Remember Charioria and them player there, where that tear up the league the year before. And so Gerrard never played a wing dominant system. So for half of the season, Liam Bailey was playing a system that didn't work for him. Unai Emery came in, some goals start come, some assists start come, and Liam Bailey start to look a bit better. No, I still think Liam Bailey have a next gear to go. A couple more gears to go. I feel like this is where Liam Bailey max out, but even if he max out at this point, it's still a solid season and still something to build on. I expected this season to be one where we'll possibly see a next transfer, or we'll see him in some rumors where him score around 15, 16, 17 goal contributions away here Tottenham wanted. Not that he would have made the move, you know.
Yeah.
But I expected him to be in and around that area. Remember last year when Traore and one boy we got at Barcelona name?
That's
Rafinha. I expect him to be in that bracket. He's not there. He's a step below that. And I wanted that for Liam Bailey, but we don't see it. But top player, definitely up there for the best reggae boy. Even on form, even on what he did in the season, Liam Bailey up there. But we still expected more. You see me? So continue doing the good work, Liam Bailey. Hopefully in the next 8 games we can see 2 more goals. Make it look a little bit more pretty, man. Make us see 8 goals, bro. Make us see 8 goals. Get closer to the 10. 5 goals can't work. If you're Liam Bailey, you come to replace Grealish. Because remember, a Grealish money spent for Liam Bailey. Liam Bailey was one of the first transfers in after that 100 million.
Like a third of Grealish money spent.
Yeah, a third. But I mean,
and then
him coming in a position.
Grealish money.
No, but that was when Gerrard come in. Remember Dean Smith, you know. And right after that 100 million, they come in 35. Liam Bailey. We say, oh, left wing, right wing. And the man this come for replace Grealish, but we don't think him Dennis right now.
I never thought Liam Bailey would have ever been Jack Grealish, bro. Nothing I'm wildest dreams.
And I feel like Watkins is the man for that team right now. Watkins is more of a man for that team. Douglas is one of the men for that team. And Martinez. You get me? As Liam Bailey is not even top 3 in that team right now. And we expected him to be a bit more so. On talent, he definitely can do it.
You did say Grealish for Liam Bailey?
No, but me I said, remember, you know, when a transfer making and the fans start talking, bro. Remember, he was one of the first transfers after that. So, and definitely in a wing position, a ball carrier, you know, a creative player, a goal scorer. Not in the same way, but yeah, I mean, that the villains did I say, yo, Grealish, but I don't think Liam Bailey is close to that level. Can he get there? I believe he can. But remember, Grealish had Julie the same way. Grealish younger than Liam Bailey.
Yeah, but I think like Jack Grealish, dude.
Grealish
Jack Grealish, they are scoring goals for joke and people are saying him is a flop. Jack Grealish is ridiculous, especially when he was playing for Villa in the Championship or captain of the
And even when him counting at the Premier League first season, ridiculous.
tear it up. Bro, the man, look at Jack Grealish's season this season. People are gonna look for him and say average.
Yeah. But yeah, Liam Bailey wants some more, but again, decent season. Good season. I even say good season because Villa, they're not doing awful. Them just beat Chelsea, never start. But I bet he'll start the second game. You see me? So Liam Bailey, keep up the good work. I will just start checking for the Reggae Boys because you don't know whether they keeping up with the Reggae Boys. Andre Blake, Philadelphia Union. Top man in Philly, nominated for CONCACAF player.
Yeah, just received top athlete for Philadelphia. Remember,
some people are asleep on Blake.
We have players from the Sixers, the likes of Joel Embiid, that would have been nominated for such a award, and Andre Blake.
I think the year before that, Joel Embiid got it.
Yeah.
So think about that. What Joel Embiid did for the Sixers, and Andre Blake got that same award. So imagine how they view him in that city. Man, that's crazy. Andre Blake I think he's been slept on a little bit. What Andre Blake? I will come here. I will say it all the time. Andre Blake is no lower than 2 in the MLS. Every time we talk, Andre Blake will say that. So I feel like he got injured the other day, and he's back now. Not many clean sheets. I can say that started with 5 games. Doing decent. I think he got 2 or 3 clean sheets. I expect Andre Blake to do what Andre Blake does. I don't. You know, I'm at the point right now.
He's going to make saves and he's going to win games for his team.
You know what? Right now I'm at the point where I don't expect the move from Andre Blake anymore. This is it. He's going to retire in the MLS.
Businessman in a field.
It's done. Andre Blake will retire in the MLS and that's what it is.
That's perfectly fine. Andre Blake makes nearly $1 million a year.
And the legacy. Think about the legacy also. He's one
of the greatest MLS goalkeepers of all time.
What, three goalkeeper of the year? Playing in the best team or one of the best teams consistently.
How much All-Star appearance, MLS Cup winner, MLS Cup finalist numerous times. The only thing me for that is just win the only thing me for that is win the Champions League.
Yeah. And
Philip
Mexico deal with them away still, Mexico deal with the American teams away because you would expect that the MLS teams are definitely the teams at the top of the MLS should be the best teams in CONCACAF. Yeah. But bro, the Liga MX or whatever it's called in Mexico is no joke. And those teams, especially at the top, them the ramp with the MLS team them. So it's going to be a little bit hard. But Andre Blake,
that's all that's left for him to win. He win the MLS Cup, he win the MLS League, the regular season, and win the what did it call? I don't remember the returns cup when they return from COVID or whatever. Andre Blake has, he's done it all.
Top man in the CONCACAF and definitely deserve the nomination. Hopefully as a yard man want him win it same way. But yeah, big deal business. Andre Blake, top man in the CONCACAF. Let's talk about you want to say something more about?
But I got asked if you think you want to make a CONCACAF 23. You have 3 goalkeepers.
Yeah.
You think so?
You know why? I now put the 2 of the
Stephens and
now put it to the American goalkeepers because I think they are at the same level, to be honest. I feel like right now Turner is a little bit better than Stephens.
No, it's Turner better than Stephens.
And I feel like Stephens and Blakey is not a big difference. I don't know which one is better coming. Now I watch Stephens right now.
Yeah, Gilmore Shaw.
Yeah, but Ochoa, but I feel like if I have to pick 3 goalkeepers, I could probably go Blakey over Ochoa because Ochoa kind of old man now. And
win a tournament.
I guess we win a tournament. I don't know if I not say Ochoa right now, but Ochoa and Prime Blakey even close. I say Ochoa.
Disagree with that.
You thinking I'm Prime Blakey can walk close to Ochoa?
Yeah, of course. The only keeper in a CONCACAF from miles ahead of Andre Blake is Killer. Only one.
So him definitely in and around my 3, so. Especially if him have age on some of them and consistency and some of them are different.
Bro, Ochoa spent all the time football in Mexico, I mean, make some good saves in the World Cup.
Yeah, a tournament baller.
Andre Blake a big keeper.
No man, Andre Blake a top man.
But Ochoa, him doing using the CONCACAF. The 3 USA goalkeeper them.
Yeah.
The black one, I don't remember his name. Also they have Jamaican heritage too. And you have.
But you say I think one time, I'm gonna say about England, but sometimes I hear them American and Canadian man. I'm gonna say almost every black man in England have Jamaican ties, bro. Sometimes I hear some random people in the Canadian and or in around the Canadian and American team, or them have a Jamaican grandparents or whatever. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, let's talk about Andre Blake's teammate right now. Wonder if Andre Blake played a bit of recruiter for Damian Lowe's move to the Union, bro. And struggling for game time.
Sean Johnson. Yeah, he has Jamaican heritage.
Yeah. Damian Lowe struggling for game time at the Union. Playing 3 games, starting in only 2. And I think this is the 8th week of the MLS right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we expected, and that's definitely not what Damian Lowe wants right now. What kind of move you think this was? Again, was this a bad move?
Bro, I have to get into the psyche of the athlete. We'll have to talk to him. There's so much things you have to do, and Damian Lowe is definitely one of the people that we have to talk to find out about what went on, what goes into a move like this, what was his inspiration. I'm not sure. I thought that he'd have been a good addition to the Philadelphia team, and I thought that he would have gone.
I'm thinking he could have started
in the starting team and make a contribution or impact.
He played the game that he started in, I think, in the US Cup. He scored. And that game they won, and they won it convincingly, and they look good. But look at last season, bro. He played in Inter Miami. They made the playoffs, but still wasn't a great season, and they didn't go much further than the first one of the playoffs. And then, all right, I heard of the move to Philly. All right, you're going to one of the best teams in the competition. That's where I think Damian Lowe should be if you're in the MLS. He should be at one of the best teams. I honestly rate him on that level. But then you go on, and bro, to be fair, it might be a bit of adjustment. It might be learning the system a little bit better. It might be a little bit of that, rather than quality. So let's see what happens halfway the season or when it gets to crunch time in the playoffs. Hopefully Damian Lowe gets some game time. Hopefully we can see him playing some more football. Some other players we can talk about. Javier Brown got an assist the other day. I'm playing some good football for Vancouver. I took in a couple of games this season so far. Amari Bell playing well in the championship. Who else? Mikel Antonio is injured and out. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Yeah. That's about as far as news for the Reggae Boyz. I also keep up with Reggae Boyz. We're talking about people that actually play for the Reggae Boyz.
Yeah,
so people will comment and say, what about Johnson Clark Harris? What happened to somebody that say we have one Jamaican grandmother? People, we are talking about the people who are representing the nation right now. Let's talk about one more person who's a Reggae girl. So I guess let's make a quick transition to keeping up with the Reggae girls and talk about Khadija Bonnie Shaw, who is, what them say? Haaland reminds them of Khadija Shaw. Love it, bro. Love it. What she's doing in England, I want to get some highlight. Don't get me wrong. Love Khadija Shaw. Love what she brings to the Reggae girls team. Love what she's done for the nation. Cause don't get me wrong, bro. Khadija Shaw put Jamaica on her back a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You get me? I say so. Big up Khadija Shaw. Played 20 games in the WSL, scoring 18 goals. Obviously, this is because she played 17 games in the WSL and scored 16 goals. But in all competitions, 20 games, scoring 18 goals and having 8 assists. That's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. And obviously the highlight is not being given to it because it's women football and you don't get the promo or the marketing that, I guess we'd want it to get. But how do you feel about Khadija Shaw doing this, and are you surprised at the level that she's doing it at?
Khadija Bonnie Shaw is the greatest Jamaican football player of all time. So why would I be surprised if our GOAT is doing GOAT stuff? Phenomenal.
Right now, she's definitely the best Jamaican player in the world, playing at any level. She's the best right now.
Mm-hmm.
She had to do the damn thing. And I can tell you, bro, I think she broke the Man City record for the most goals in the season so far. Hopefully she can go, and obviously I think she's going to win Golden Boots. Man City are having 2 Golden Boot winners this year. But yeah, even having 8 assists, a lot of people probably think she's a tapping merchant or whatever. I've seen some of those goals from headers, some from outside of the box. She scored a wicked goal from Becky Whitney versus Tottenham. Khadija Shaw, man, goal scorer, top player. And yeah, wish her all the best, and hopefully we can see something at the World Cup coming up this year. at the back end.
No, so she just scored 2 goals in a World Cup now. Who have a chat?
No man. Listen, man. Remember, you know, I say it's impossible, you know. Because right now she come on Man City states the ones now win the Champions League and win the WSL. And obviously it's not the best women's league, but don't sleep on it.
Yeah.
And she come and she scored 2 goals in the World Cup and 3 goals in the World Cup and Jamaica give Brazil and Paraguay and some problem. But we have an argument, bro. So she's that close. Remember, I told you everything, she's that close. But now, don't make it like it's impossible.
She's different, man, and she's
ridiculous.
About 97, bro.
She's ridiculous. Yeah, she's not an old person.
You would think that she's 29 and playing at the very, very, very end of her prime.
Yeah.
She's only just getting started.
Yeah. Man, and this is not just, we can't say just a beat of a baby league. She do this when she play for Jamaica same way. No matter who she play against, she will score.
No matter who she play against.
That's just, she just scored goals, bro. And she gets assists.
She did it in France, she does it in England, and I think she will go on and do it in Spain as well.
And this probably can carry over into the Damien Lowe situation where she made a move from France to England and she struggled for game time in the first season. I watched an interview the other day where she simply said, "We just learn the system." You know, Man City, it's kind of meticulous and it she said it trickled all the way down from the men's team. And that's just how they want to go forward, playing, you know, good football and a strict system. And she just never, it takes time to get it. And no. And we see she get it now and it work like clockwork. This is what we want to see. So maybe it's a similar thing with Damien Lowe, and once him get into the system it will work.
Recent nominated for Player of the Month for March.
Bro, this is not even our first. Because I think she got
Player of the Month already this
she got one in October. Yeah. So Bonisha, big up yourself, you know, if I like women, see me, come on, love women, alright?
Never tell a lie, yeah.
Come on, hesitate, bro. Anybody else want mention? Just give a slight mention. We not forgot to him there, because we not make it a long video. Is it? Any of the Reggae boys or Reggae greats, I want to give a mention. Even from the Mexico game, anybody want to shout out?
I think you touched on it pretty comprehensively, you know. There's not much more to say. We never seen none of the kids them get any features in the past couple of weeks. You know, we still always look out for that. Always look out for the cameo from the little kids and so on and so forth. But I think we do what everybody was supposed to do.
And they're not very far from it. Let me Sika.
Let me Kisa.
You start with one name, dog. Anyway, let me Kisa. Omar Hutchinson, they're not too far from it, I can tell you that. They're on the fringes of, not the first team, but yeah, they're on the fringes of the first team, not the first 11.
Let me Kisa definitely on the fringes.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see them play some football in the first team in the Premier League. And yeah, Reggae Boyz will open and keep the damn thing. We have a big tournament coming up in the summer. And Russia wants to be there, so people, maybe Joe might want to do, but me I talk about Russia right now. In order to make Russia be at the Gold Cup, me I need them to do a couple things. You see it? First of all, one button there will kind of look so. It have a thumbs up. Change the color of that. So like this video. Type something. I could know the sense we are talking right now. Because I think we talk the foolishness this episode. I want to really do the foolishness so. So leave a comment. Leave a comment and make you know what you think about the video and some of the players that we spoke about today. And what else me left off, bro?
Share the video to at least 10 people to ensure to get us 6 subscribers. So I'm not for wearing a shirt and tie I work my father.
95 something, I tell them that's straight. And if you got more than 95, I want to do more than 95 too, you know?
No, we do more than 95. Yeah, man. I say,
by the way, people, don't think we're done.
We do 99.
I just have to say this because me I talk to you now because we are bridging. So remember what we will slang them and thing and they probably don't get it. Anything we say it on purpose. We're not going to explain the joke, but anything we say it on purpose. What you say? We do more than 95 more.
Yeah, 95 me.
We want to do 100.
125. I treat them leave. No, my father.
Nah, man, it's like people.
No, but them say 95 and them straight things say 95.
Them think a joke, me I make?
At 95, my father.
95, I mean, I say sometimes we do 100.
That is it. Then now.
We get paid for everyone to you know, me I tell you that's straight.
We do free work.
Free.
Yeah, you
can't even spell free, Bridget.
Literally can't
free.
spell
You
free.
even know that. Go. Me I tell you that's straight, people.
I'm feeling bright, but some words I just can't spell free.
Take them things out of my vocabulary, bro. I'm going to come over in a new year with I want to think start with B and it end with K. But remember that one day. They get me I say, but I take it out of my vocabulary. Man, I tell you that. It's not the same way they answer me look rich, bro.
That is it.
What do you think me say? Yes, Bejin. Me not turn it back. I'm going to turn back the blessing where I show for me. Love it. People, but we're getting there. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all of that. Are we that?
Dog, if man them doing maths, we can get 7 grand by the end of the video and them father.
We can. Oh, we're very close to 7,000 subscribers.
I try to show you, bro.
I would definitely need to hit that before summer. We have what, 2 months of summer, 3 months of summer. People, April, you know, May. Bro, somebody write this up. We need to hit 7K before June. Touch. So people, subscribe. We that loose chatting's done. Keeping up with the Reggae Boys. This or that Sports TV.
Alright.
Yes, sir.